It is 10:30 in the morning and I am about to embark on an 8-kilometer walk across Medellin, Colombia, hueputa. We're gonna start here at the beautiful neighborhood of Buenos Aires in the northeast of Medellin. A lot of people say, oh yeah, it's super dangerous in Medellin. While it can be, and I don't recommend you do this. On this walk, I have my good friend Felipe helping me.
Am I your bodyguard now?
He's not my bodyguard, but he is gonna be helping me spend 30,000 pesos at each stop. We're gonna end up in the south, in La Frontera, at a beautiful secret garden, so stay tuned for that. Since one of our missions is to spend 30,000 pesos at every point we stop at, we had to find an ATM, but the nearest ATM in Buenos Aires was up this giant hill in the mall that's on top of the hill, so we're on our way up. Buenos Aires has a touch of everything in it. There's a bunch of discos for nightlife and bars. There's also cafes, bread shops. It's a lot cheaper than living in Laureles or El Poblado. Online, I saw that you could find apartments for $200 to $500 unfurnished. And then on Airbnb, I saw that there were apartments for about $1,000. All right, Felipe, did you know that Buenos Aires, the first lots were sold back in the 1800s? Is that true? Yeah, 1870s to be exact. They were sold basically for planting guavas and other resources, and that's why they call it Buenos Aires, because the air was so fresh out here.
The altitude, you can feel the air is a little cleaner.
Yeah, it is higher. This is the highest point of our 8-kilometer walk. It's also located near downtown, so that's why it's so traversed. You have so many people going up and down because there's people going from the other neighborhoods around here to downtown and vice versa. It is morning time and we both haven't eaten breakfast. So you know how in New York or in the United States you could grab a slice of pizza somewhere or a bagel or even a donut in the morning. In Colombia, we have what we call el buñuelo. Do you like buñuelos?
Oh man, buñuelo is the shit.
Buñuelo is this like, well, we're gonna show you. Let's go find some buñuelos. On our quest to find some buñuelos, we almost got hit by the tranvía, but that's okay. We found a little spot over here. This is something to note about Colombia as a whole, and Medellin particularly. You'll find 24-hour bakeries like this that will have buñuelos. As you can see, they're only 1,000 pesos. Buenas, amiga, ¿cómo estás? Quiero una almojábana, 2 pandebonos, 2 buñuelos.
Para llevar.
Para llevar, sí, por favor. 10,500, listo.
A la mesa 13.
Listo, gracias. Hasta luego, gracias.
Menos a la
Here we are with our buñuelo. Let's give it a try real quick. Oh yeah, look at that.
What's cheese on it?
Yeah.
Like the dough is made with cheese, but this one has actual extra cheese on it, stuff on it.
That's good.
Do not make those faces around me, please.
It's good when it's fresh. I love it. Okay, let's try the other thing. So this is pan de queso right here. Oh my. This is baked, and what I love about it is the burnt crisp on the bottom. That taste is so good.
This is it. This is breakfast. That's it.
Let's try the almojábana to try. We'll split that one.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know you bought this.
Oh yeah, it's so soft and fluffy.
This is cakey.
What?
This is more cakey.
Oh, I thought you said skanky. This is skanky. You're
Yes, I
skanky.
am.
Yeah, it's more of a cake consistency. That was breakfast. Let's continue our walk. All right, we were walking by this place that sells these little cheese snacks, and I asked Felipe here if he's ever had one, and he said no, and I almost slapped him, so we had to stop to try some. ¿Cómo se llaman estas?
Ellas se llaman arepitas de boyacense. Son de quesito con cuajada y harinita de maíz.
All right, this is Felipe's first time trying these. Let's see. Ooh, take a good bite, come on.
It's hot.
It is hot. Está caliente.
It's very good.
It's filled with cheese. Let's see the inside of that. Look at that. That looks amazing.
The dough sweet, kind of like feta cheese.
Do you think they're better than what we had earlier for breakfast?
Absolutely.
Arepita de Boyacá. Muy buena. Ese soy yo. Ahora suscríbete. Eso. Okay, make sure you do like Michelle and subscribe to the channel if you like this video because I upload content regularly and I also go live on Saturday and Sunday where you can ask me questions right there on your screen. So go do it. All All right, we finally reached the bottom of the hill and we are here near Torres de Momona, where I used to live. This used to be very dangerous. This used to be a place where a lot of people would get robbed, mugged, held up at knife point, and also since it gets so much traffic, as you can see behind me, you see all the traffic, they just get jammed up and stuck. Guys with knives would come up to taxis or come up to cars with the window rolled down or had them unlocked and rob anybody inside or take whatever they could inside. But today, since the inception of the tranvía back in 2016, this whole neighborhood, or every neighborhood that goes along the tranvía, has basically transformed, including rising real estate prices, because it's a desirable place to live at now. All right, we have reached the middle of downtown, which is the intersection of Avenida Poblado and Ayacucho. This was my regular trajectory from Parque San Ignacio to Blendex. As you can see, it says Blendex right there in that building. I used to teach English there. I taught there for like 4.5 years, and I loved downtown. I'm like a fish in water here. I love it. Downtown Medellin is famously known for being one of the most dangerous parts of the entire city. During the day, still can be dangerous. You can get pickpocketed, you can get held up in some of the bad alleyways, etc. But it's also known for all of the great things you can buy. As you can see, there's shops everywhere, there's fruit stands everywhere, and pretty much everything's on a discount because everyone from all over the city comes to buy stuff here to resell them in their neighborhood. So if you're ever in town, don't miss coming down here. Remember how I told you that we had 30,000 pesos in every area that we go? So we had 30,000 pesos for downtown.
And you decided to scam me and buy something for yourself.
Yes, we need a power bank though. If we don't have this power bank, we might run out of batteries on everything.
Is this coming off of my monthly salary?
It should come out of the monthly salary. Now, by the way, guys, if you didn't know, Felipe here is also not only a videographer, but he also does video editing. If you need his services, I'll put his contact info in the description below so you can hit him up.
When his videos started getting decent is because I started editing them.
True, I was doing them myself and I suck. As you can see, we have two different statues here. We've got one that's been shredded to pieces and one that looks brand new. Now let me give you a little history lesson here. So back in 1995, there was a big concert here where there's a bunch of people. A guy with a backpack dropped his backpack off here full of explosives. This thing blew up and killed all of those 23 people mentioned right there on that plaque. This is a very famous statue because it was also donated by Master Botero, who is a very famous sculptor and painter in Colombia. He built a brand new one to put over here. When the mayor of the city back in 1995 received it, he was going to take down the old one that was blown to smithereens. But Master Botero said, no, we can't acquiesce to the terrorist groups. We can't stand down. Let's keep it up so that we remember those that were killed in this tragic event and hold those responsible accountable. We are headed down towards El Poblado now. We're gonna go across a pretty sketchy area of downtown Medellin where I don't recommend anybody walking through, even during the day. Niquitao, which is a very poor part of Medellin, or at least downtown. It's where a lot of the recycling people, the people that you see on the streets recycling cans, plastic, cardboard, they come down here because there's some warehouses that will take it and pay for it to take it to a manufacturing plant to recycle. It's also a place where all these people consume a lot of drugs. At night, this is riddled with people. Whenever there's churches or other foundations that give food out at night, they come down here. This is one of the stops. If you ever want to volunteer, you could also hit me up to help some of the homeless, orphans, or poor people in Medellin. As we walk towards San Diego here, Felipe, I got a question for you. You speak English very well. Have you lived outside of Colombia?
Nope, I've lived here my whole life.
How do you speak English so well with all the idioms and all the expressions that you know?
Oh man, I'm terminally online.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I learned through internet, television, video games. Really.
That's awesome. So what is the most Colombian thing about you? Because you are an alien. You're like you were born here, you're paisa, but you're the least paisa person I know. He doesn't even own a Colombian soccer shirt. No. Imagine.
Nothing. I don't like football. Yeah, I'm super not Colombian.
So is there one Colombian thing about you? Well, I'll tell you mine. So for example, me, I can't stand paying something at sticker price. I have to haggle it. That's very
frugal.
You are very frugal? Okay, that's Colombian. What about, okay, I can't have lunch if it doesn't have an avocado and rice in it.
Oh, okay, now we're talking. How about an arepa though?
Oh, yeah, I can't. I have to have an arepa too. I can do without arepa at lunch, but breakfast, I kind of have to do an arepa. That's very Colombian of me, I know, but that's how I was raised.
I love myself a good arepa.
Arepa. Well, if those that know what a real arepa is, you know. Bonding over arepas. All right, it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been walking for a couple of hours already, and it is super hot outside.
You mean beer o'clock?
It is beer o'clock. So we needed a drink, but he was kind enough to find this hidden gem of a place. What is this place called?
It's called Juliana's Taquerita.
It might be the best hidden gem we've ever found, so let's check it out.
This is Al Pastor.
Al Pastor, okay.
That's legit, Al Pastor.
It is legit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Al Pastor. Mine are all vegan. Even though I'm not vegan anymore, I try to eat vegan as much as possible, especially when you find a gem like this where they've got cauliflower shrimp tacos. It's not shrimp, it's just cauliflower-like shrimp. Oh my God. Oh my God, I don't know what sauce that is, but it is so good. Now you've got
The birria.
oh, birria, okay, the birria.
I don't know, you ordered for me.
Yeah, totally forgot what I ordered.
Oh my God. That's amazing. Does it have the little soup that usually we
Wait,
have?
isn't that it right here?
No, that's not
Oh,
it.
that's like pico de gallo.
Yeah, that's... These are both excellent. You should try them.
Oh my God, birria is way better. Oh, that's legit birria, by the way. If they didn't have any other taco other than just the birria, it would be worth coming just for the birria. The al pastor is so-so. These, I mean, they're vegan. One of the perks of being a YouTuber is that you get to get courtesy stuff. We got courtesy margaritas here. Let's give these a try. Salud. Okay, this is a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Whenever you're coming down to San Diego Mall or you're near in El Poblado, make sure to check out this taco shop called, what's her name? Juliana's. Juliana's Taqueria. Oof. All right, we just had lunch. How good was that, man?
That was the best.
Although we've blown through the budget. We were supposed to have 30,000 for each section that we go to. We just spent like, it was like 60,000 at the taco shop.
We did have several beers though.
We did have 4 beers. We had 4 tacos.
But free tequila, so that kind of upsets it.
Margarita. It was a good trade-off.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need to walk off all this food.
And not get run over by cars.
Yeah, we got another about 2 hours to walk. We all know that Medellin is amazing because the cost of living is low. The weather is perfect. I mean, look at this weather. It's amazing. Food is pretty good. The women are amazing. And the people are cool, but
They're all right.
you've been here your whole life. You've been here your whole life. What is one of your biggest pet peeves?
Right there.
What? The bus?
Yeah. The traffic here is way too much. It's out of hand. Like you can see how tiny the streets are, and they're just filled with cars. Even right now, it's a Saturday. It's supposed to be a day where we're gonna get run over.
It's a Saturday today, by the way, guys. Look at all this traffic.
Did you know that actually, on average, every household has 2 cars per family head?
In Medellin,
Yeah.
every household on average has 2 cars.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, what do you think, Esteban?
I think it's because they implemented pico y placa,
Yes.
where
Yes, because there were so many cars, they implemented a thing called Pico y Placa, which regulates based on your license plate when you can be on the streets or not. The people's answer to that was to buy another car so they wouldn't have to spend on a taxi or something else.
so that I guess that initiative did not quell the traffic problem.
It hasn't
it.
panned out. It hasn't panned out, really. That's why I decided to just drop it almost entirely. I almost walk everywhere.
Really? So you anytime you need to go anywhere,
Yeah.
you're just walking. So
Yeah, when you told me about it, I'm like, yeah, this is normal day for me. Granted, if I'm really like pressed on time or whatever, obviously I'll grab a taxi or an Uber or whatever. But other than that, dude, I'd rather walk There have been instances where I'm walking and I see a bus stop in traffic, and I get to my destination and that same bus is arriving.
That's how bad traffic is. Oh my God.
Mostly on peak hours.
Let's say that you were a gringo, blue-eyed, blonde-haired gringo,
No, grab an
and
Uber.
you don't speak Spanish. What?
Grab an Uber.
I was just gonna say, would you recommend, because some people from the last video, if you haven't watched the last video that me and Felipe were in, it's the one where we're downtown talking about the things that we like and we don't like about the city. Go watch that, I'll put it right here. But anyway, some people were saying like, oh yeah, it's two Colombians talking about how safe Colombia is.
No, no.
Well, I mean, there is truth to that.
Yeah.
We're two Colombians, even though I'm wearing shorts. Well, look at that.
Yeah.
I got my chorcitos, I got my salsa steps on, walking in the middle of Medellin, speaking in English with my iPhone 14. It is true, I can do this, but it doesn't mean that you could do it. And I'm not telling you that you should be doing it, because
If you look the part and you know that you're standing out, like, use your common sense. That's it.
Yeah, we're halfway there. I am at Parque del Poblado. We finally made it. We're more than halfway through our walk. We're in front of this sculpture of this half-naked woman, and she's got some sort of pan on her. And this is an homage to the first settlers of this valley, which is called the Aburra Valley, that used to pan for gold when the Spaniards got here. But this park also has huge cultural value because it also serves as a gathering point for a lot of the youth. If you come here any night of the week, it could be a Monday or Tuesday or a Friday or a Saturday, you'll see a bunch of people in the middle over here with music playing, people having a beer, having conversations, dancing, etc. So it's a meeting point, but it also serves as a cultural reminder of the people that settled here long before we even got here. So we have a mission at every point to spend about 30,000. We superseded the other one, we'll forget about that.
Yeah,
We're
you
here.
mean the one where you scanned me? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
No, not the one that we scammed. When we went to the taco shop, we definitely superseded it.
Okay.
But that was for both of us. That was okay. But now we are in Parque del Poblado, and there's a bunch of little stalls here that have, like, you know, things that you could get as souvenirs, etc. So the mission is for you to spend 30,000 pesos here. So let's see what we can find.
So you mean I need to tourist trap here?
You need to be trapped in tourist trap.
Here we go.
Oh, some video game stuff.
So he's saying that he does all these kitchens out of recycled materials.
Yeah, he's making some right there.
I put all the points in.
This store I made keychains, necklace, magnets, pin, decoration for your room. Yeah,
Yeah. How long have you been doing this?
5-6 years.
Oh, 5-6 years, okay.
5-6 years.
How do you feel about business in Medellin? Is it good, bad?
It's you have your good seasons, your bad seasons. It depends. Yeah. There, for example, the rainy season in the last month is so difficult for all in this fair
Right,
to sell the things.
right.
But we try in the best way we can.
¿Cómo te sientes acerca de los turistas que han llegado a Medellín?
Hay de todo. La gente suele decir que algunos extranjeros son muy indiferentes, así, pero hay gente muy amable. O sea, no es una cuestión de qué país vienen ni nada de eso, sino es una cuestión como de cómo lo forman a cada quien en su casa. Y hay gente muy amable, como hay otros que son más recelosos, que no les gusta. O sea, tú les dices hola y se van. O sea, hay un poco de todo, es muy relativo.
¿Crees que tu negocio depende mucho de los turistas o también locales?
Un poco de todo,
Ok.
un poco de todo, porque por ejemplo, si fuera exclusivamente por el público extranjero, muchas personas del extranjero cuando pasan así, yo los oigo en el diálogo de inglés que dicen, ah sí, yo lo hacía cuando era un niño, y así. Entonces hay muchas personitas extranjeras que les gusta y hay muchas personas locales que también les gusta, es como un 50 y 50 en mi caso.
Appreciate it. We are on our way towards our final destination, which is La Frontera. And before we started over here, when we were in Parque del Poblado, We went to go plug in the phone to the power bank that I bought in the Centro.
You mean that you scanned me out of it?
I scammed you out of it, but ultimately I got scammed because it's not working. It shows 50% power, but it's not working, it's not charging. So
That's what you get.
that's what I get. Well, I did try it there at the store, and the guy seemed pretty honest. I'm gonna go back someday. I don't know when I'm going back to the downtown. I might just be out fucking $30. But anyway, we are walking through a place called the Golden Mile because this is where all of the big buildings are for the banks, for insurance companies, real estate companies. But you could tell the difference between where we were walking in downtown, even Buenos Aires, to where we are right now. It's so peaceful, even though you still have the same amount of traffic basically, but I feel so much more safe, to be honest, than I do in downtown, that's for sure.
There is a feeling of easiness.
My head is definitely not on a swivel here. I'm walking freely. Downtown, you have to be on your toes because you never know what's gonna happen. But here, you kind of know that nothing really is gonna happen in El Poblado, especially on the Golden Mile.
Do you know why else they call it the Golden Mile?
Why do they call it the Golden Mile, Felipe?
You're about to find out.
Why are we at a grocery store? We should be headed to our spot.
Okay, so I heard, it's a rumor, but we're about to find out that this carulla, we're right now in front of the carulla in Avenida Poblado, in front of the Santa Fe Mall. I've heard that this bar right here has not only the cheapest, but some of the best cocktails in the city. And we're talking about cocktails for under $1 or $1.25.
So, first of all, there's a bar in the grocery store.
Yeah.
And they have some of the best cocktails
Apparently.
in the city?
Apparently.
All right, we gotta try them. Let's go order.
Yeah, no.
Both of these cocktails, by the way, were not $1, 18,000 pesos. What is that? Divided by 4, it's about $5. Yeah, about less than $5 for both of these cocktails. So it's about $2 each cocktail.
That's pretty cheap.
That's damn cheap, guys. You guys check out Carulla on Avenida Poblado.
And it was quality gin and bourbon.
Yeah, so let's
Right.
taste it. Cheers.
Let's taste it. That's not bad.
This is not bad at all.
That's not bad.
Let me
at
try
all.
yours. Let's switch.
COVID.
Oh, yours is 1,000 times better than mine. Yours is so good.
This is fruity, but still.
It is good. It's Jamaica. It's got
similar to
hibiscus. Yeah.
I can taste the alcohol.
I
on
can't
the
taste the
cocktail.
alcohol. Yeah.
That's
Wow, for $2 and
that's
like 50
that's a
cents.
win in my book. No cocktail in this city goes under 30,000 pesos.
Yeah, because if you go to Provenza,
And
it's
this
like
was
60,000.
Yeah, and this was like what, 8,000?
8,000 pesos.
That's super cheap.
Yeah. All right. So I'm a believer. I'm going to do all my shopping
Yeah.
at this Carulla
Yeah.
so that I could grab a cocktail when I shop. Amazing. Amazing.
And apparently,
What a hidden gem.
so that's two hidden gems for me. But apparently, there's another one. We're not close to it, so we're not going to there. Well, maybe we'll see it in another video.
All right. Hit the like button if you guys want to see us do more of these type of videos where we walk around the city and discover these little hidden gems that locals only know. We started at 10:30. What time is it right now?
Right now it's 4:30.
It's 4:30, so we walked 6 hours. Do you feel like you are like super tired, like fatigued, like you're gonna die or what?
I feel amazing. I need 3 cocktails more.
3 more cocktails and you can walk more.
Honestly, we cleared the biggest hurdle at the very beginning, which was the huge hill
Yeah.
that we had to climb for your money. that
For
you
our
scammed me out
money,
of.
our money.
You scammed me out of.
Everything we paid for was with that money.
It's coming out of my salary.
That's true. That's true. I need to send my accountant over to your house to collect. Anyway, let's keep walking. And we're going to the last spot, which is a super secret spot. It's another hidden gem. You don't want to miss it. Let's go. We had a slight detour because Felipe didn't know where this place was at. And also Google didn't know it. It's so secret that Google didn't even know what's that. But we're here and we're right in front of it.
This is La Aldea Beer Garden, baby. Let's go on.
All right, so we did not know that there was a whole event happening here and that we had to buy tickets and they're all sold out. But when you know people, you know people. We're in, baby, and they gave us cups. Now we get to go taste some beers and we get to enjoy the festivities. All right, we finally made it to the end. We finally got our beautiful beers. Edinger beers, by the way. Thank you for not sponsoring us, Edinger. Someday I will be sponsored by them. For now, cheers, and thank you for joining me on this beautiful trip. Thank you.
Oh, that's good.
All right, let's enjoy this beer garden.